Hi dear students, how things are going? In the previous class, we were discussing about photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process of making food by plants by using carbon dioxide, water, minerals with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. This process is known as photosynthesis. And we also learned that as a result of photosynthesis, plants produce the food in the form of glucose. Am I right? And we also learned that different parts of a leaf. Am I right? Then the broad part of the leaf is called leaf blade. And at the center of the leaf blade, we can see a thick vein. This is the, what is this? Midrib. And so many veins are arising from this midrib. These are the things we learned in the previous class. So today I wish to show you an activity which will help you to understand how to determine the presence of starch in our food. Shall we start our activity now? For this activity, I have a brown color liquid. Can you see this? This is the iodine solution. What is this? Iodine solution. We are using this iodine solution to determine the presence of starch in our food. Now, I take some boiled rice here. You can see boiled rice here. Okay. Now, I am going to add some iodine solution into this boiled rice. And you can observe the change. Now, I am adding the iodine solution into this rice. What you observe now? You can see the color of the boiled rice is changed into blue-black color. Am I right? This indicates the presence of starch. Okay. So, the rice contains starch. If the food items contain starch, then when we add this iodine solution, this color will change into blue-black color. Is it fine? You can observe it. You can watch it. It's fine? Now, let's have a listen to a video that will show you that carbohydrate or starch is formed as a result of photosynthesis. Now, you can watch the video.
Do you know that leaves of plants produce glucose through photosynthesis? The excess glucose is then converted into starch, which is the reserved food material in plants. Let us do a small experiment to test the presence of starch in leaves. We need a leaf, boiling water, alcohol, iodine solution, test tube, spirit lamp. Take a leaf from a plant that has been exposed to sunlight for several hours. Place the leaf in boiling water. This will kill the leaf, disrupt the cell membrane, and soften the cell walls, allowing the iodine to enter the cells and react. Now put the leaf in a test tube and cover it with alcohol. Keep the test tube in the boiling water. The chlorophyll slowly dissolves into the alcohol. Note that alcohol turns green. Removal of chlorophyll will help us observe the color change of iodine clearly. Place the bleached leaf in a petri dish. Pour iodine solution over it. Note the color of the leaf. It changes to dark green. This is because iodine combines with starch present in the leaf and forms a violet colored complex.
Now we can learn about interdependence of plants and animals. What you can see in this picture? You can see a lion is hunting a zebra. Whether the lion directly depends upon plants to get its food? Then what about zebra? Zebra eat plants. And this zebra is eaten by lion. So here we can see a relationship, that is lion is indirectly depend on plants to get its food. Interdependence of plants and animals. You know children, the only natural process on the earth by which we get food directly or indirectly is photosynthesis. Even flesh-eating animals are depends on plants for their food. The only natural process by which we get oxygen is also photosynthesis. So we can conclude that without photosynthesis there will be no life on the earth. That is, no food to eat and no oxygen to breathe. Dear students, all of you please take your notebook now and draw a table like this. In first column, you can write serial number. Second column, name of food item. And in third column, after adding iodine. And finally, you can write result. I hope all of you complete your column. Then, here I have some food items. Can you see? We can check whether these food items contain starch or not. Are you ready? Shall we start? First, I am taking coconut. Okay, so in your column, SL number 1, name of food item, that is coconut. You can write coconut. Now, we can add iodine solution into it. Okay. Now I am going to add iodine solution into this coconut. What you observe? Whether the color of the coconut turn blue-black color? No. So what it indicates? Coconut does not contain starch or glucose. Here I have a small piece of bitter gourd. Shall we taste whether this bitter gourd contains starch or not? Okay. Here is iodine solution. I am going to add iodine solution into it. Then what you observe? Whether it is color turned into blue-black color? No. There is no change in color. It means absence of starch. Is it fine? Then, here I have an onion. I wish to taste the presence of starch in this onion. For this activity, I wish to take a small piece from this onion. Otherwise, all the onion may be damaged. We can't able to use it again. Okay. So, I tear a small piece of onion. Then next, what we will do? We want to add this iodine solution. Now I am adding the iodine solution. What you observe? Whether the color turned to blue-black color? No, there is no change. This means absence of starch. Here I have lemon. Shall we check whether the starch is present in this lemon? I take a small piece from the lemon. Now I am going to add iodine solution into the lemon. Is there any change you can observe? No. This means absence of starch. Here I have some boiled rice. Now I am going to add this iodine solution into this boiled rice. What you observe? the color turn into blue-black color, it indicates presence of starch. Here I have some rice flour. Shall we taste whether the rice flour contains starch? For this, for testing the presence of starch, we want to take iodine solution and we can add the iodine solution into the rice flour. What you observe? The rice flour turn into blue-black color. Am I right? So it indicates presence of starch. Here I have some maida. Now I am going to add iodine solution. The color turn into blue-black. Can you observe? It indicates presence of starch. Here I have some wheat flour. We can add iodine solution into this wheat flour. What you observe? The color turn into blue-black. Okay, this parts I didn't add the iodine solution. That's why it is white in color. All other flours which are mixed with the iodine solution, the color turn into blue-black color. That means presence of starch. Now I have some corn flour. Shall we taste whether it contains starch or not? Now I am adding iodine solution. Then the color turn into blue-black color. That means presence of starch. Now I have sweet food. What is this? Sugar. Shall we taste whether this sugar contains starch or not? Now I am going to add iodine solution into this sugar. What you observe? Whether the color turn into blue-black color? No. So it indicates absence of starch or glucose. Now I take some coconut oil. I am going to add iodine solution into this coconut oil. What you observe here? Whether the color turn into blue-black? No. There is no change. That means absence of starch. Now dear students, our lesson is over. Now we can go to our practicum zone. All of you please take your textbook and please take page number 9. Now we can do the first section, that is multiple choice question. Tick the correct option. First question, green plants need these for photosynthesis. Option A, oxygen. Option B, nitrogen. Option C, carbon dioxide. Option D, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, what will be the answer? Yes, option C, carbon dioxide. Second question, excess of carbon dioxide A leads to increase in temperature on earth. B, decrease the temperature on earth. C, causes no change in temperature on earth. D, sometimes increases and sometimes decreases the temperature. What will be the answer? Yes, option A, leads to increase in temperature on earth. Now, shall we go to the second activity, that is connect carefully the plants in column A with its storage organs in column B. In column A, you can see beetroot, sugarcane, pea plant, watermelon, cabbage, cauliflower. And in B, you can see stem, root, fruit, seed, flowers and leaves. First one is beetroot. Where the beetroot store its fruit? Yes, in B, that is root. For the sugarcane store, it is food. Yes, stem. Then P, plant. Yes, option D, seed. What about watermelon? Yes, it is in fruit. Cabbage, leaves. And last one, cauliflower, flower. Shall we put the third part? That is, think and give one term for the following. First question, green substance in the leaf. What is the green substance present in leaf? Yes, chlorophyll. Second question, gas needed to make food in green plants. Which is the gas that is needed to make food in green plants? Yes, carbon dioxide. Third one, gas released by green plants during photosynthesis. It is that oxygen. Fourth one, food formed as a result of photosynthesis. Starch or glucose. Fifth one, small pores that help the leaf in exchange of gases. What is that small hole? Is stomata.